Hi all, welcome back. So a couple of weeks ago we did the Chard BE. We did the 90 for another confidence run, which really worked. It helped us build out our confidence. Dressage was fairly good. I did feel that he was a little bit more tense than he was when we went to Morton. I don't know why. I don't know if he finds the atmosphere at Chard a little bit different. It's quite sort of big, and maybe the arena, he doesn't like the arena, but we always tend to get quite a low mark. This mark wasn't so bad. I think actually the mark was relevant and true, because where we did quite well, we got a fairly decent mark, and when we did quite bad, then the mark reflected that. So yeah, you'll see in a moment as we go into canter, he goes a bit croup high. Ooh, there we go. So he is, obviously we all know he makes some extra moves in the dressage, and I think that's what he went to go and do. So I was quite tentative into pushing him forward, and it was kept quite collected, and obviously that is highlighted in what the judge saw. Anyway, I'm going to let you watch this and I'll catch up at the end. So there we have it. Quite a consistent test, I would say. It flowed quite nicely. There was nothing really bad that happened, so I think that the mark reflected that. So obviously I've just got to work on the tension and the suppleness. So what a good boy. Really happy with him. On to show jumping. So the plan was to go clear, keep my bridge in my reins, keep my concentration, so looking for the next fence early on, and keeping the canter around the corner, holding before the fence, and then letting go a few strides away. So going over number one, you can see that, but I think I just landed so deep on the forehand, the other side, that I just felt like he had tanked off with me. So I got him back here, and I just thought, no, you know what, just put a trot in there, that's fine. And he was a good boy here. Really pleased with him. He got all of the strides, so quite well. So really pleased. Coming around here, I started to click as I was going over the fences, which he seems to like me doing. I don't tend to use my voice when I'm show jumping. So obviously trying to keep him straight as well. This is where I fail. I lost him a little bit there. So straightness is definitely obviously key, and keeping the canter. I think I do ruin the canter sometimes. So we're going to Bovington this weekend, so hopefully I can improve. But watching this video, I know I need more canter, so that is my aim. So hopefully I do us both proud, and I keep the canter and I keep him off his forehand as best I can. He's naturally just a downward horse, so that's what I really do struggle with. So on to the next bit. I nearly missed my time to go because we were talking about football and how I'm a West Ham supporter. Murphy was ignoring me. Anyway, so we came out and we were pretty steady over fence 1. I do actually think that the 90 is a little bit small for us, and we do need to get back up to the 100 anyway to make it more of a challenge within the cross-country phase. I'm not saying it's easy, by no means is it easy. I just find that the fences are slightly a bit too small and the questions aren't there. And I think they just bowl on to one fence to another fence quite easily, and sometimes I really do actually need to get him back, sit him up, instead of just keep going flat. So I'm looking forward to going to Bovington this coming weekend to do the 100, to get us back up to where we kind of were, and slowly build on our confidence. So as you can see, it was flying around quite easily, and quite happy. Flew up this hill, which was lovely. It was a bit puffy, mine, so obviously his fitness for going galloping up and down hills wasn't as good as it was last year, but maybe that's because we're at the start of the season. So I will look into picking up more of his fitness. Then we come round to the water, and my word, what a star. He's never broken his rhythm going into the water like that, so I was really pleased. So yeah, really positive day, and now looking forward to the next one.